This game, do I love it or hate it, is the question. And so far, my answer is, let's get this over with. My name is Junior Leva, aka Mr. Awesome, and here's 10 reasons I love hate Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. Number 1, I love the music. Kirby 64, the Crystal long name, had a very good soundtrack, to be completely honest. The majority of themes felt very fast paced, and it's great because the game just made you want to keep moving. With my favorite theme somehow being the Neo Star theme and the Above the Clouds theme. And as some of you may not know, I don't play much Kirby games, but the developers HAL Laboratory gave this game an interesting soundtrack, and I like it. Number 2, I hate that there's no health upgrades. Call me spoiled, but for some reason, I felt as if this game gave you too much health to start off with, and then as the game progressed, there was little to no health to work with. Yes, I know this was an easy game, but still, there are some parts in the game where some of the enemies got you with some very cheap hits. And if you are low on health, it's over for you. Poor Kirby. I made him go through so much in my playthrough. Number 3, I love the use of other characters. Like I said before, I don't play much Kirby, but being accompanied by other characters such as King Dedede, Waddle Dee, and etc. felt reassuring. Because I know once they showed up, the game was going to take a new turn in the gameplay department. For example, I'd be receiving items to boost my health, strength to break obstacles in my path, and most interesting of all, some Donkey Kong Country-esque minecart levels. I love it when games do this sort of thing. Number 4, I hate that the flying is limited. Before Kirby 64, flying was practically unlimited, and I loved it because it helped me get through tough sections of the games. But here, even when I needed it the most, Kirby would only go a certain height, only to get tired and fall down. And you know, I'm gonna blame this on Super Smash Bros. Since it was released before this game and it was developed by HAL too. Number 5, I love how short the game is. When I first started streaming this game, some of my awesome viewers were mad that this game won the poll of suggested games. And well, to be honest, I knew that the game was short. So this meant I wouldn't be stuck playing this game for 5 days like how I did in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. But even though it's short, I like that I can come back to this game and play it from start to finish and actually complete the game in the same day. Number 6, I hate bosses HRH and Acro. These two bosses made me lose it. I hate these two so much. Sure, hitting them was easy, but sometimes their movements would be unpredictable. Like for Acro, it's an underwater boss, so I hate it automatically. My movements are already restricted. And for HRH, I had no copy abilities when I was fighting him, so I was forced to rely on his rockets to attack. And I would hate it when I used their projectiles against them, only to miss. Like, come on! That's some cheap stuff! And, as this was happening, my dear fan Kenneth would offer me tickets to Rage Town. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I raged against these two bosses. Number 7, I love the cutscenes. Look, if you saw my live stream, you know that I take time to eat my delicious fast food. That is no good for me and I shouldn't be eating because I'm only gonna get fat, fatter, and fatter. Number 8, I hate getting killed after the boss. I entered Rage Town so much thanks to this dumb mechanic. Here, take a look. How? Oh my god. Internally, I was so mad because I finally had this boss beaten after many tries, only to be killed by the scrolling screen. I swear, I hate bosses levels like this. Like, what's the point? The boss is the thing that's trying to kill me, not the actual mechanic of the game. Number 9, I love mixing power-ups. How can I not add this to this list? The double suck, as I like to call it, was complicated to master at first, you know, due to the fact that I was eating and missed the tutorial. But once I got the hang of it, it was very interesting to see what combinations are bound to happen. It's sort of sad to see that this mechanic was only implemented for this game and not any future installments. And finally, number 10, I hate that it's not a 3D game. Look, the Nintendo 64 was a time for games to make the jump to 3D. I mean, look at Mario and Zelda. Those 3D jumps were the franchise's best entries. But as truth be told, I have no problem on Kirby 64 not being a 3D game, but I feel like it could have been pretty good to see a whole 3D environment. What can I do? I'm just a guy on YouTube who just speaks his mind. Final verdict. Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards really made me angry at times, but seeing as I only could choose between loving and hating this game, and not having something in the middle, I'll go with I love. Why? Because Kirby 64 is a great game, and to be honest, I need to play this game in solitude with no distractions in order to grasp all of its glory, because the game really does have a lot to offer. I missed so many Crystal Shards, and I really do want to see all the double suck abilities in action too. And with that, thank you for watching this video. Check out my other awesome videos here on screen. Comment what 10 reasons you love hate about Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards down below. Like this video, and most importantly, hit that subscribe block for more awesome content. Stay golden.